One of your lot is. No.
With Brendan, Daniel Betts dead, Serafina, Mandeep Dillon back at the Cotswolds, and Conrad, Pierce Brosnan, still smelling a rat, MobLand Season 1 Episode 8, Helter Skelter, brings the 10-episode season to a close with many of the questions raised in Episode 1 either unanswered or, worse, completely forgotten. Due to the limited amount of time left in MobLand, threads will need to begin wrapping up in one way or another, and satisfaction is no longer assured. Even though there were some significant revelations in Episode 8, there isn't much to say about it. The majority of the time, characters discuss things while sitting in cars, Conrad's house, or a police station. Talking is perfectly acceptable, although in MobLand, people tend to repeat sentences to each other. Cat McAllister? One person asks, as the other confirms Cat McAllister. In this episode, there are two lengthy recaps. Additionally, they allude to a program that is much better than the one we are now watching, if they don't do either of those things. The revelations in MobLand. Episode 8 have come too late. Everyone in MobLand uses metaphors and similes, either blatantly insulting, gently reminding, or faintly menacing. Each character melds into a snarky, unperturbed mashup, and while these comments may be entertaining when used alone, they get tiresome when repeated repeatedly. This episode teaches us two things in spite of all the chatter. A new copper, Tattersall, Toby Jones, has taken up the investigation, and the police officers who have been futilely pursuing the Harrigans this season are now dead. Eddie, Anson Boone, is Kevin's Paddy Considine brother. The identity of Eddie's parents will have to wait later. I'm not sure why Maeve would be so devoted if Eddie was another base-born bastard, as she refers to Serafina, just after proudly announcing that she is a Harrigan. It might be Conrad and Maeve or Conrad and Bella, Laura Pulver. So maybe Eddie is Maeve's and someone else's. Why can't Conrad's wife play the field? The succession plan has never been a problem in MobLand, so to be honest, it's a boring question, even when Maeve brings up the possibility of who would be the family's leader. Maeve and Conrad are in excellent health and won't be moving anytime soon if they are producing children as young as Eddie. I wonder why Tattersall wasn't in the series from the beginning, because the officers have never played a significant role in this story previously, and their deaths don't really affect anything. Even if all Jones was doing was showing up at crime scenes long after the fun was finished, it would have been lovely to have an actor of his caliber lurking in the background. Tom Hardy's best episode of MobLand comes in Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter does give Tom Hardy his moment to shine. Hardy does not feel as prominent in MobLand as he ought to for a show with his name at the top of the casting list. Hardy truly feels like a gopher, a level up from his crew colleagues Zosha, Jasmine Jobson, and Kiko, Antonio Gonzalez Guerrero, even though he's been brought in to handle shady business. Eddie is correct. He finally gets the opportunity to control his own destiny in Episode 8. As it happens, he and Kevin intend to usurp Conrad. Harry is aware that Maeve is in command and is not pleased about it. It doesn't matter if he has had this feeling for some time or if he just now got to this conclusion. Harry is ready to leave the Harrigans, but after hearing some news from a duplicitous member of Richie's crew, he becomes so enraged that he hurls the poor schmuck off the parking garage's roof. It seems that before Conrad approved, an unforeseen individual was trying to obtain fentanyl supplies. Is Kevin the culprit? Or is it a brand new persona who was introduced as though we should already be aware of their identity? Harry mentions Cat McAllister, Janet McTeer, when discussing similar characters. Conrad told Harry that because Cat McAllister is so strong, a man considers his options carefully before phoning her. However, Harry gets on the horn with her again really fast, so it can't be that hard. We now see the cost of Harry's gambit. No, he asked for another favor instead, to connect the Harrigans with the Lopezes. Hey, fentanyl is back on the menu. Harry, how much will this cost? 2 favors are the most burdensome thing in MobLand, I guess one for every episode left.